Hey everyone, this is James, the SuperAfroPreKTeacher. How are you? Man, I miss being in my classroom with my students, engaging with my families, and my professional learning community, my fellow educators and resource providers at my school site. Man, I miss y'all. I could cry. Man, my routine is off kilter, it's whack. But this is the time in which we're in due to the COVID-19 virus. And so hopefully everyone is being safe at home, remaining at home to reduce the curve of the spread of the COVID-19 virus. And so please be safe out there as we're still doing the hashtag safer at home mandate as issued by the governor. So really, man, I am finishing up the creative curriculum, which is the curriculum I use in my classroom here. And so normally I would be teaching the reduce, reuse, recycle unit in April because we just had Earth Day a few days ago. And so I thought that teaching or having lessons from the reduce, reuse, recycle unit would be apropos since Earth Day is in April. But in any event, I just want to answer the last question. In this video, we will discuss the question and discuss activities that relate to the question or answer the question, how can we reuse junk? Stay tuned. Hey everyone, so Super Afro Pre-K teacher, back at it. Again, we just want to answer the question, how can we reuse junk in this particular video? And so, as I said, this is April, and I would have ordinarily in my classroom have been discussing ways and doing activities with my students that relate to reducing, reusing, and recycling materials. And so we know that plastic bottles are a wonderful way to recycle cardboard, boxes, aluminum cans, and also the notion of reusing things that can be repurposed for other things. And so let me just start with some ideas that my speech and language therapist, pathologist came up with and shared with some of our families, and I thought it was kind of cool, and I did it too. So we just took an ordinary paper towel roll, and what I did is I cut a slit right in the middle, and then I added two thumbtacks at the bottom. And what I was able to do in the slit was to actually turn this into a speaker of a sort. And so I put my phone inside here and played some music, and the sound was a little bit louder, not as well as a Bose speaker, but the sound was still amplified a little bit. And so that's one idea. If you don't recycle, you could use your paper towel roll, and maybe the kids can decorate, right? Having the kids decorate the paper towel roll with either paint or stickers or whatever the case might be, crayons, markers. And that way they can have this as a pseudo speaker, if you will. Yes, plastic bottles, even though I don't consider them junk, but a lot of people just toss these in the trash can, and I really try to encourage my family to not throw these plastic bottles away. We drink a lot of water. Sometimes we have aluminum cans and plastic bottles and cardboard. And so what I encourage my family to do is I have a trash can right outside my back door. And as soon as they finish drinking from a plastic bottle like this, or a Powerade or Gatorade, just simply take the plastic bottle and just put it in that trash can until it fills up, and then I'll put it in a big blue trash can to be recycled. But back to this plastic bottle could also serve as several different things. One, if you get the large 2-liter bottles, you can turn those actually into some type of planter where the top half could be cut off, holes could be punched in it, and dirt can be inside, and then you can plant some flowers inside and have it have some strings attached to the plastic bottle, and you can actually hang these plastic bottles. Another activity would be to make those eye-catching bottles, and so you can put up different kinds of liquid inside, a food color, oil, water, and a lava lamp of a sort, where the kids can turn it upside down, and the kids will watch the colors kind of mix and go up and down. And so that's one use for the plastic bottle. And then the last use, you could actually turn this into a rain stick as well. So you could put beans or macaroni or pasta, rice inside, maybe with a couple of pieces of paper, and put the top on really, really tight. And the kids can shake it up, and they can use it as some kind of sensory input if they like sound or just want to hear what's going on. And so another activity would be to have kids knock down cups off of a table. And so my wife buys these plastic cups, right? These red cups here. And so the idea maybe, if we were to get into maybe some specific IEP goals, the kids could imitate the parents knocking down, because imitation is one of the things that we will want our kids to do. So imitation, and then also following a one-step direction. So the one-step direction could be knock down cups. And so if the cups are on the table, they're stacked up, 2 at the bottom, 1 on top. And the goal would maybe to have the kids knock the cups down with their hands, just knock the cups down off of the table. And again, you're talking about imitation. And so, maybe the parent does it first. Okay. Watch me knock down cups. And so the parent does that a few times. And then the goal would be for the student to knock down the cups as well. And once the student does knock down the cups off the table, then, the student can be given some verbal praise or maybe some kind of reinforcer that lets them know that they did a pretty good job. Another activity with the red cups, we could take these red cups along the same lines and stack them, 2 at the bottom, 1 at the top. And if a small sock was rolled up in a small bundle, maybe to get the kids to throw and knock the cups down off the table. Okay, that could be like a game, almost kind of sort of like the previous video that I put up, just showing how recyclables can be used to be tossed into a basket. Well, a sock could be used to knock these particular cups off of a table. And so again, imitation. The students are watching their parents or maybe another sibling who's able to do it, knock the cups off with a sock or with their hand. Again, imitation and following a 1 or 2 step direction. And so another goal would be to use some of the ideas in this particular book. Don't lose it, reuse it. And I thought it was a pretty cool story. It's actually an informational story. It doesn't really have a character, but it reads like this. Every day we throw things away, but before you toss something into the trash, stop, think, recycle. Ask yourself, how can I reuse this? How can I reuse this? So let's read a few more pages. What can you make with cardboard tubes? And we've talked about what we can do with some of our cardboard tubes. What can you do with old buttons and beads? What can you do with big and small boxes? And so they have one young lady stacking boxes very, very tall. What can you do with really big boxes? What can you make with paper bags? Wow, you can make a whole bunch of things with paper bags. Puppets, you can color and decorate them. And then the last one, what can you make with old newspapers? And so those are some of the ideas in that particular book that parents can help their students at home do as we're battling this COVID-19. We're not in the classroom, and so we're just trying to come up with ways to support you, the parents at home, and hopefully educators. If you're watching this video, you find some of these things kind of helpful that you can incorporate into your classroom. Like I said, I'm a special education teacher. I teach students who are on the autism spectrum. They're 3 to 5 years old, and I enjoy what I do. And so hopefully this video can be a resource for doing some of these activities at home. There's tons of stuff that you can find on the internet as it relates to preschool recycling crafts, or if you just type in plastic bottle crafts or toilet tissue or paper towel, tube crafts. You can come up with a whole bunch of stuff. And so just don't be limited to just some of the things that I kind of showed you and discussed, but there are tons of activities that can be done to engage your kids as it relates to reusing, or how can we reuse junk. Man, that's it. Awesome time here. I hope everything is well as we continue to battle through this COVID-19. Do me a favor. If you really found this video enjoyable or something that you could use, please leave a comment, like, subscribe to my YouTube channel. And there's a little bell somewhere on my YouTube page. Click that bell, and anytime I post a video, you'll be notified that a new video has been posted. All right, man, that's it. I just hope that you be safe. This is SuperAfroPreKTeacher James signing off. Have a wonderful day, and thanks for watching. Bye-bye.